trouble, I'm telling you. Well, she's preening my nails for me. Seahorses, those delicate dancers of the reef, are facing global decline. Habitat loss, pollution, and bycatch have pushed many species to the brink. In Florida, though, the line seahorse, Hippocampus erectus, once thrived in lush seagrass beds. Today, their numbers have dwindled, and researchers are racing against time to restore wild populations. Beyond rescue and rehabilitation, CMA and partner aquaria have pioneered captive breeding programs for line seahorses. By simulating natural day and night cycles, maintaining pristine water conditions, and offering live mysid shrimp as a diet staple, aquarists now coax courtship dances and brood pouch development. Each meticulous step ensures fry survival rates soar above 70%, a benchmark for future reintroduction efforts. But this doesn't go without its challenges in captivity, including preventing inbreeding through genetic monitoring or mimicking seagrass structure for juvenile shelter, also synchronizing breeding with seasonal cues. CMA aquarists in wetsuits prepare 15 juvenile, tank-borne seahorses, each tagged with a tiny, non-invasive microdot for tracking. The journey to seagrass off the Intracoastal Waterway. A boat would follow, carrying scientists, local volunteers, and media crews. The destination? A restored a restored seagrass restoration plot off of Sand Key. As they're there, they wade in waist-deep water. The team forms a semicircle. One by one, fry are coaxed from transparent cylinders into the waving blade of turtle grass. Cheers rise as each little tail wraps around seagrass strands. Their first taste of freedom. While aquarium-bred juveniles take center stage, Florida's storied rescue and release programs offer vivid chapters, like Tostito, Salsa, and Guac. Yeah, names of seahorses rescued after a rough surf that left them stranded. These 3 line seahorses were rehabilitated in CMA's water quality lab, then released into calmer seagrass beds in Clearwater Bay. That's making a move. Then Cheeto, the lucky seahorse. Famous for the Cheeto cam, this rescue overcame a seagull drop, recovered in a specialized nursery tank, and swam off into the wild grasses in mid-May. Well, what about Funyun, though? Again, all actual names of seahorses. Funyun suffered an overinflated swim bladder and underwent careful decompression surgery. Weeks later, she performed a buoyant ballet as she slipped into the Gulf seagrass on June 12th, celebrated by a live-streamed event. Then Frito, entangled in fishing line off of St. Petersburg, this tiny female was nursed back to health and released in a barrier island seagrass bed, a symbol of everyday stewardship. Scientists will continue to conduct monthly snorkel surveys and remote camera drops to document survival, growth, habitat fidelity of both bred and rescued seahorses. But is there any kind of opportunity for people like you and I to help with this? Well, of course, you can participate in local seagrass monitoring programs. You could also attend CMA's quarterly tagging workshops or share your own sightings on iSeahorse, the global seahorse recording platform. So are there any conservation takeaways from this? Absolutely. An aquarium breeding alleviates pressure on wild stocks and builds genetic repositories. Rescue and release initiatives also spotlight marine debris dangers and galvanize community action. And this long-term access hinges on habitat restoration, pollution reduction, and public involvement. The goal is twofold: replenish wild populations and educate the next generation. Every seahorse released becomes a living ambassador for ocean conservation. So join us in writing the next chapter for Florida's seahorses. From your backyard cleanup to tagging releases, every effort matters. I'm Tommy, and thank you for diving deep with the Aquatic News Network, where we bring the stories of the water to life. Stay tuned for more deep dives into ocean conservation and aquatic wonder.
I'm a seahorse. I'm a seahorse.
And then the journey to seagrasses intric. And then why does my tongue not work?
Is this where the cool kids hang out? I found it.
Good morning. Welcome back to another episode from the Aquatic News Network. As you can see, Tommy actually sent me an article of clothing. I got a new shirt. I think it looks real nice. Now we just have to get to the pants. Let's get right into this.
E.T. phone home.
Good evening, ocean nerds and benthic philosophers. I'm Jesse, your guide through the abyss. No flotation devices required.
And I'm Tommy, here to dive deeper than an AOL dial-up modem connecting. Buckle up, this is going to be totally tubular.
The first stop, the Clarion-Clipperton Zone. 6 million square kilometers of seafloor that looks like someone sneezed starburst down there. Companies like the metal companies that want those polymetallic nodules. Think potato-sized snackables loaded with manganese, nickel, and cobalt.
Nodules. Crunchy. But Jesse, these aren't your grandma's Pringles. They're home to whales, dolphins, and fish with better hearing than your Walkman at full volume.
Exactly, Tommy. Makes perfect sense. These sperm whales use sound like we use text messages, but deep sea mining noise could blast through the SOFAR channel like a cosmic boombox.
We're talking 74 acoustic detections, 6 sightings in 13 days aboard the Arctic Sunrise. That's more whale chatter than a high school hallway at lunchtime.
Let me translate that down a little bit here, Tommy. Let's bring that down a notch. The deep's only noise-free because it's polite. Strip that away, and it's 24/7 underwater rave. With whales begging for earplugs. How would you like that?
Would you live next to an underwater bulldozer? Time to shrink way down. Meet Calanus finmarchus, the copepod that's basically the unsung Barry Bonds of carbon sequestration.
This man referred to a copepod as a baseball player. But anyways, these little guys migrate hundreds of meters down in the winter, like nature's own freaking submarine, respiring CO2 and then croaking, sending carbon plummeting into the abyss. What a crazy, crazy underwater world.
And the numbers, 65 million tons per year. That's 14 million cars hitting the brakes. Except these copepods never sleep on the job.
Did you say 65 million? Oh my God. Picture a microscopic submarine hauling carbon into the deep. No horns, no ticker tape parade. Just plankton grinding away like unpaid interns. And you know they're a little facetious. Here's the kicker. Earth system modules often forget the seasonal migrant pump. That's like leaving the Atari in the closet. Half the fun's missing.
Plus, mining's not just loud, it kicks up sediment plumes that mess with food webs, microbial communities, and the entire benthic pelagic handshake.
Sediment plumes are basically Mother Nature's blender. Biologists didn't sign up for the margaritas. So, Tommy, what's the final 8-bit takeaway? By the way, can we get down on those margaritas? I'm just asking.
Yeah, protect the plankton, upgrade the models, and cut the whales some slack. They're the original audiophiles down here.
I'm Jesse.
And I'm Tommy. And this has been the Aquatic News Network, where we bring the stories of the water to life. Stay curious, stay critter conscious, and if you hear a whale song tonight,
hit pause. Go ahead, hit pause real quick. Hit it.
Listen closely.
Till next time, keep it rad and keep it quiet underwater. And let me know what you think of my new shirt. It's a safari shirt, matches Tommy. Only his is like the khaki color, but mine's green because green's my favorite color. What do you think of my shirt? Yeah.